I was devastated. I was in a panic mode. It was really scary. I'm telling you, I'm still shaking.
Two elderly people are out of their home after investigators say an overheated wood stove flue pipe sparked a fire. It happened on Hayden Island just before 5 o'clock yesterday evening at a mobile home at the Hayden Island Mobile Home Park. Firefighters quickly knocked down the flames and the people who lived there were able to escape. As the temperatures drop, stories like these are a good reminder that when you crank up the heat, make sure your fireplace and heaters are in proper working order. Fox 12's Paulina Aguilar shows us the steps you can take to prevent a fire in your home.
We spoke with a professional chimney sweeper who says that you have to maintain your fireplace throughout the year. Now, if you have a wood stove fireplace like the one that caused that mobile home fire, he says there are a couple things to look for that may cause concern, either moisture on the floor or water through the ceiling.
Most people don't get it cleaned until smoke is coming into the house, which is, of course, too late.
Todd Laments of 5-Star Chimney Repair strongly recommends getting your fireplace and chimney professionally cleaned annually.
We have cameras that we can run up there and can see any dangers.
Last night, just before 5 p.m., Portland Fire was called to Hayden Island Mobile Home Park for a fire burning through the interior of a mobile home. Portland Fire say an overheated wood stove flue pipe caused the flames.
The number one reason why wood stoves start fires is they're either poorly installed. A lot of times they've had erosion from years of rain. Moisture gets in from the top, and they don't get it cleaned regularly. The pipes will become loose. They're not tight anymore just from settling from age.
Laments says wood stoves can be even more dangerous if not installed properly.
And when you go into attics of mobile homes or even to houses, there's insulation, there's a lot, and there's wood, and there's a lot of things that are flammable.
With colder temperatures headed our way, Laments says to make sure to maintain your wood stove, fireplace, and chimney.
Actually take parts of it apart, the bottom part of the box, and then go on the roof and clean it down and clean it from the bottom and from the top.
Inspections can cost $100 to $300, but some companies like 5-Star Chimney Repair do it for free. And Laments highly suggests not using a barbecue as a way to generate heat, as it can create carbon monoxide.
That's something that's really a pet peeve of mine, because unless their kids are coughing or they get sick or get headaches, they think it's okay, and it's not. You know, you have to test and make sure there's not those toxins in the air.
Now, if you don't have a fireplace, professionals recommend going to get a heater from your local store that can be both inexpensive yet efficient. Reporting in Tigard, Paulina Aguilar, Fox 12 Oregon.